Hello, you're watching QPVN News. I'm Anh Tuấn and we keep you up to date with the headlines. Press spreads achievements in party building. Vietnam-Czech Republic defense ties ample room for development. Vietnam and France cooperate on strategic metals minerals. Celebrating the 95th founding anniversary of the Communist Party of Vietnam, the National Press Award ceremony on party building, the 9th Golden Hammer and Sickle Award 2024, was held on January the 20th. General Secretary To Lâm attended the ceremony. Also attending the event were leaders and former leaders of the party, state, central and local departments, ministries and sectors.
The 9th Golden Hammer and Sickle Award has political significance, aiming to celebrate the 95th founding anniversary of the Communist Party of Vietnam. It received the active participation of press agencies and journalists with 2,544 entries. The final jury has selected 137 outstanding entries for the final round to award prizes. Speaking at the ceremony, General Secretary To Lâm affirmed that this year's entries are rich in content and demonstrate meticulous investment and creativity in form, reflecting comprehensively and with a focus on key issues of party building. Many entries have boldly addressed major, complex and urgent issues of the country, of party building and the political system. The press has actively spread positive values, new models and typical examples among cadre, party members and the people. Many entries have not only attracted public attention, but also contributed to suggesting and proposing practical solutions to help party committees and authorities at all levels overcome difficulties and promote development in particular. The press has well disseminated the party's new guidelines and policies, arousing a spirit of innovation and social responsibility among all classes of people. Responding to the Golden Hammer and Sickle Award has become a meaningful political activity in localities, contributing to spreading the achievements in party building and political system. Therefore, they wholeheartedly trust and accompany all policies and decisions of the party to confidently enter a new era with the country. Also at the ceremony, the Award Steering Committee launched the 10th National Press Award on Party Building in 2025.
On January the 21st in Cần Thơ City, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn attended the Francophonie Parliamentary Forum on Sustainable Agriculture, Food Security and Climate Change Response. This event, initiated and organized by the Vietnamese National Assembly, while hosting a meeting of the Parliamentary Assembly of Francophonie Executive Committee.
National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn affirmed that Vietnam always considers agriculture as a pillar of the economy that helps improve the people's living standard, maintain political stability and social order and safety. With positive achievements in the agricultural sector, Vietnam has been working with a number of Francophonie African members to effectively implement South-South and tripartite cooperation. The event's highlight is the adoption of the Cần Thơ Declaration on Francophonie Cooperation for Sustainable Agriculture, Food Security and Climate Change Adaptation, which demonstrates the important role of Francophonie Parliament as well as the contributions of Francophonie parliamentarians in response to global challenges, while promoting regional, inter-regional and multilateral cooperation, contributing to turning commitments into actions. At the forum, delegates discussed the ideas and actions of parliaments, lessons and good practices in building policies and laws to develop sustainable agriculture for the sake of food security and climate change response.
On January the 21st, Senior Lieutenant General Trịnh Văn Quyết, Chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army, inspected combat readiness status and extended New Year greetings to the armed forces and national contributors in Hải Dương Province.
On the occasion of the Lunar New Year, the Central Military Commission and Ministry of National Defense, the Central Committee of the Vietnam Fatherland Front, the Vietnam General Confederation of Labour, and the Military Region 3 Command presented gifts to affiliated agencies and units in Hải Dương Province. The delegation presented 600 gifts to national contributors and needy people in the locality. Senior Lieutenant General Trịnh Văn Quyết congratulated the province on its comprehensive and outstanding achievements in socio-economic development in 2024. He believed that the province would accelerate the development and make breakthroughs to achieve the set targets. Hải Dương would pay attention to investment attraction and mobilize resources to boost the province economy in the coming time. The provincial armed forces are urged to stay united and play an active role in ensuring political security, strengthening national defense and the whole people's heart disposition. Military units are asked to organize activities celebrating Lunar New Year for soldiers while maintaining high combat readiness and preparing for upcoming handover of enlistees in 2025. In recent years, Hải Dương has not only developed social economy strongly, but also taken good care of needy people. The province has strived to bring a cozy and happy Lunar New Year holiday to locals.
On January the 21st, chairing the regular briefing of the General Staff for January 2025, General Nguyễn Tân Cương, Chief of the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army and Deputy Minister of National Defense requested that the General Staff directed to the military to continue thoroughly grasping and strictly implementing the directive of the Secretariat, the Prime Minister, and the Minister of National Defense on combat readiness and organization of the 2025 Lunar New Year, as well as the directives of the Chief of the General Staff on military and defense work in 2025, proactively carrying out tasks after the Lunar New Year in a strict, effective, and safe manner.
In January 2025, the General Staff has directed the military to successfully implement the task as planned. The military strictly maintained combat readiness, grasped the situation, promptly advised and effectively handled incidents, coordinated to maintain security and order nationwide and major national events. General Nguyễn Tân Cương requested that the General Staff continue directing the strict maintenance of combat readiness and grasping the situation, especially in key areas during the Lunar New Year, coordinating with the police force to maintain security and order nationwide, closely monitoring and managing border routes, preventing and strictly handling violators of entry and exit on the border and island, strengthening control of information on cyberspace, directing and providing specific instructions to localities to organize recruit handover ceremonies after Tết, and preparing well for the training season in 2025, directing the implementation of militia and self-defense work, national defense and security education, strictly maintaining the search and rescue on-call duty at all levels, implementing defense diplomacy, international cooperation, and United Nations peacekeeping activities as planned.
On the occasion of accompanying Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on an official visit to the Republic of Poland and the Czech Republic on January the 20th, at the headquarters of the Ministry of National Defense of the Czech Republic, Senior Lieutenant General Lê Huy Vịnh, Deputy Defense Minister, had a bilateral meeting with his Czech counterpart, Daniel Blackovic. Mr. Daniel Blackovic emphasized that both sides have great potential to promote and deepen bilateral defense cooperation in various fields. General Vịnh highly appreciated the results of collaboration between the two countries in general and between the two ministries of national defense in particular. Accordingly, defense cooperation continues to be implemented in the right direction, following the commitments in the Memorandum of Understanding on bilateral defense cooperation signed in 2012. General Vịnh suggested that based on signed agreements, both sides need to cooperate more substantially in the fields being implemented, while studying and promoting other areas of cooperation that both sides have the capacity and need, bringing defense cooperation to a new level, in line with the strategic partnership relationship that has just been upgraded between Vietnam and the Czech Republic. Coming up next, Vietnam and France cooperate on strategic metals and minerals. Peach blossom and kumquat villages before CZECH. On January the 21st, at the meeting with the French Inter-Ministerial Delegate on Strategic Metals and Minerals Supply, Benjamin Galazot, Deputy Prime Minister Chen Hong-ha affirmed that the visit is a positive signal of the cooperative relationship between businesses of the two sides in the new fields with a lot of potential.
The Deputy Prime Minister said that Vietnam has recently surveyed certain areas for strategic minerals and metals and emphasized the need for deeper assessments of reserves as well as mapping out extraction and deep processing roadmaps while selecting and adopting modern technology and protecting the environment. For his part, Mr. Galazot said that Vietnam is an important partner for France in this sector, with advantages such as a skilled workforce, abundant mineral resources, and a robust industry. France, on the other hand, boasts a team of international technical experts and many leading global enterprises in the field of mining and processing strategic minerals and metals. Many key industries of France have a great demand for various strategic minerals and metals. The guest proposed that both sides organize expert exchanges to establish common data and a specific roadmap for the extraction and processing of strategic minerals and metals, and conduct a pilot project for enterprises from both countries.
Vietnamese experts and intellectuals in Belgium and Luxembourg contribute to Vietnam-EU science, technology and innovation cooperation is the topic of a seminar recently organized by the Vietnamese Embassy in Belgium and Luxembourg and the Vietnamese delegation to the European Union in Brussels. The event is aimed at gathering contributions from Vietnamese intellectuals in Belgium and Luxembourg to enhance Vietnam-EU cooperation in science, technology and innovation. As of 2024, Vietnam had been home to nearly 74,000 digital technology enterprises, an increase of 10.1% over the last same period, and nearly 1.26 million workers in the fields of information technology and communications. Vietnam is currently holding many outstanding rankings globally in 5 categories of digital technology products, including smartphone exports, computer component exports, computer equipment, electronic components, and software outsourcing services. These days, in the fields of Nhật Tân Peach Blossom and Tứ Liên Kumquat villages in Tây Hồ District, Hà Nội, many people have flocked there to choose their favorite trees for CZECH.
These days, Nhật Tân Word, Hanoi's peach growing hub, has recorded a large number of visitors coming to buy peach trees and blossoms as decoration for the coming new year. People have started buying for half a month now, mainly our regular customers in Hanoi. This year's price is slightly higher. The sales volume is 50% now. Tứ Liên Word is home to about 40 hectares of kumquat trees. Due to the impact of Storm Yagi, 20 hectares of kumquat trees were affected and the quantity of kumquat trees declined this year, yet still enough to serve the need of Hanoians. A kumquat tree can cost from a few hundred to 40 to 50 million Vietnam dong. Big kumquat trees with big roots are more priced. Everyone has their own preferences. The trees here are very diverse. At this point, this year, the sales volume is only about 50%. Bonsai kumquat trees symbolize wealth. People come to the gardens to buy peach blossoms and kumquat bonsai trees, and also to enjoy the spring atmosphere and wish for fortune in the new year. Usually, every year when CZECH comes, I come here to choose and buy if I see any trees meeting my need. This garden had lots of trees, so I have plenty of choices. This year, peach blossoms and kumquat trees are eye-catching, though they are greatly affected by the weather. The prices are a bit high, yet still within the affordability of most consumers.
This is the end of the QPVN News today. Remember to watch our news again at qpvn.vn. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.